I watch a lot of Bollywood films, and I'm a big fan of Raju Irani sir, and there are so many directors, so many actors. I really like their work. I'm a big fan of Amir sir, and I, I'm. This is home, and I'm so happy with the kind of content I'm getting. And
Lovely to speak to you, Nani. And let me tell you, I just, wrote on my social media that I would be interviewing you, and your fans were on an overdrive, very excited, wanting
oh,
me to
they
ask
didn't
you
scare you.
questions, which I am going to. So many congratulations. It's a 25th film. So how does
Thank you,
that feel?
thank you. Because the fans and the well-wishers have been celebrating it as 25th, it definitely feels special. Not that the number makes any difference. 24th and 26th are equally important. But yeah, because they're all celebrating it, that makes it very special for me. I'm very excited. And it's even getting a very unique release. It's not a
Which is
regular
true, an
release.
OTT
Yeah,
release, and for
yeah,
someone who's so used to the theatrical release and the emotions of
yeah,
fans,
yeah,
popcorn crunching, the talis, and the whistles, as we say.
yeah.
What are the emotions like at this moment? Since I'm sure you're going to miss the theatrical feel.
Big time. No, I'm a big theater fan, but I'm really looking at this as an opportunity. In these times where people are really waiting for some new content and they're really looking forward to, uh, and I think this is the best way possible right now. And considering the reach of Amazon or OTTs in general, and it's going to release in 200 plus countries at the same time, so I'm quite excited. So because we keep when it's theater release, we in the middle of the night we keep getting some response from America where the shows would have started early, and then the next day you'll see, and then you're worried about the box office, that this and all that, and the producers keep telling you what how it is doing, is it holding well, you know the, keeping apart the feedback about the content, you're also worried about, I hope everything, it's holding well, it's working well. This time it's not about all that. It's going to be very, very different. All that I need to be worried about is just people liking the film, nothing else.
But just tell me honestly, as an actor, do you get weighed down by the box office, the critics, and all? I mean, do you think that's extra pressure on actors?
Me, I'm the last one actually. I sometimes it'll feel like all gibberish when they talk to me about numbers. That's why even my manager, everybody who comes to me on the release day, he used to tell me like how it is holding and what it is going to do and all that. He used to be very excited, and then he has seen my reaction a couple of times, and then he realized I'm like not interested in it at all, and he stopped saying all that to me now. Now he's just coming and smiling at me, and he's just telling me everybody loved the film or any feedback to do with the film. Now he stopped telling me because he understood that it just confuses me. It doesn't do anything to me. Yeah.
So one of your fans has asked me to ask you, saying an OTT release vis-a-vis a theater release, is that, do you also get butterflies? Are you anxious, or is now you're feeling a little different to the first day?
No,
Right.
not with the butterflies part, because I'm surprised that it's 25th film because it still feels like the first film when it comes to the butterflies. So it's a joke at my place in at home that nobody should talk to Nani before week from 1 week before the release, because even when they call my name three times, four times, you know I don't respond to it. I'm in a daze. I'm zoned out, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'll be stress eating. Okay, not stress eating because I'll be worried about it doing well or not doing well. It's just the excitement that that we made. Whoever we made the film for are going to watch. All of them are going to watch what we made for them, right? It's just that excitement that everything came together. Now the film is ready, and it's going to, and one day everybody's going to see it. That excitement doesn't let me sleep. No sleep. I'll have sleepless nights, and I will have acidity.
Oh God,
Okay,
I can
like yeah,
relate to that.
yeah, and I thought at this time, like you said, I thought it'll be easier, but I don't know if it's the timing or because we had been working and it's been long time since the last release. This time it is into two.
Oh God. And
Yeah,
so
quite gone on.
they've also asked, I'm also curious, 25th film playing an antagonist. So how come that happened, and what was it about we? What made you say yes to the script immediately?
It's more to, I don't know if it it is more like an it, this film belongs to an antagonist too, as much as it belongs to protagonist. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is a very different film. We can't. I can call him gray. I can't call him, negative or something like that, because a lot of people will be rooting for him when you watch the film. Okay, you'll understand what I'm saying. So it is definitely, it is something which, and it's directed by my first film director, Mohan Krishna sir.
And more special, first film,
Even
25th
more
film.
special. And it's releasing on the day my first film released, September 5th.
So it's like
Exactly.
destined. It's like
Yeah, it's
aligned by
12.
the universe.
Yeah, it's been 12 years. It's 12 years later on the same day, my 25th, with the same director is releasing. So I'm thrilled because Mohan sir came up with something like this, which is very unique for Telugu, which we don't often see this genre in Telugu, and that's the reason with the teaser, with the trailer, everything we're doing, we're getting such an amazing response. I hope this really works well, so that there are more thrillers or more films of this genre coming out in Telugu.
So even your fans also want to know, what was the most toughest thing about making Veer?
Most toughest thing about making this we was about how to promote this film. We were so confused. Should I be called a villain or should I be called a hero? So what do we prepare them for? Okay, when we heard the story also, how do we go about it? So we might start the promotion as saying I'm playing the bad guy, but we know the people will like me in the film, like me in the sense like the character. So that was a difficult part for us. Rest everything was very easy. So every time me and Mohan sir meet, we'll think about like, sir, should we go this way or is it the right way to approach it? Because we are unable to say what we should be saying. It's very confusing to, because we don't want to misguide or go in the wrong direction. Also, we want to tell them what it is. Again, at the same time, not really spoiling the fun of the film.
True. And also, apart from that, also with OTT content, as you said, it's more accessible to everybody. As you said, you also want to see a change in narrative. What are the kind of films you are looking at to do? Because I'm sure you also want to break away from the image that the fans want to see you in.
That I've always been trying, and I was never uh, I never come under pressure to deliver something which I think because they want to, because they are saying something. I put in effort to do something which will make them feel very proud, which I believe, not to surrender to what they are saying, because I they will all see me in something, they will love me and they will ask for it again, but they haven't seen me in something else, they might love me more. So I want to give them something little more than what they are expecting. So I was never bothered by what exactly is expected of me. I'm always trying to do something, put in more effort, and I'm wanting them to see what I'm doing.
Sure.
And yeah, make them happy,
I want to
not in
ask
the way
you.
they want.
True. I want to ask you wear so many hats: actor, producer, director, RJ. What next?
I was a host, television host. I hosted Big
Television
Boss.
host also. I didn't say host, otherwise you'll take my job.
No. I meant, yeah. So yeah, that's all for now. I was an assistant director before. Always wanted to direct actually, which never happened. And now I'm very happy being an actor. And then yeah, I don't know if that'll ever happen also.
And also Mani Ratnam, you have been so influenced by him. Do we see a collaboration happening between you and
It was supposed to happen quite a couple of times. For now, I feel I've heard a couple of narrations from Maniratnam sir, and that's my biggest achievement till date. The day I do film, that will be crossing that. But yeah, we were supposed to do a film, but for some reasons it didn't happen. But I'm always like looking forward to that. That will be my biggest
and I'm sure that's going to
bucket
happen.
list.
Since 25 has happened, that will be in the next 25 ka, as they say, the roster.
Hopefully. Yeah.
I'm going to take your fan questions now. So they want to know, when can they see you in a pan-Indian film and a Puri Nani combination?
Puri Jagannath sir, director Puri sir. I really hope it happens soon, because I love Puri sir, and Puri sir likes me, And then we keep talking, or we keep exchanging messages also. And I've loved his recent podcast also. And we were supposed to work at one time. Things didn't fall in place, and I really hope something happens very soon. Pan India film, I don't look at films like that. I don't really think about it. Something something has the content, and something which suits, the film has to take the decision, I feel.
The next question is, what's been more challenging other than V for you as an actor? And this has come from Ramya.
What is most challenging?
What has been most challenging for you apart from V?
Most challenging, I think, the just to be the character, the performance wise, to give in, to completely surrender to the role, was Jersey. Physically challenging was Yevade Subramanyam.
And they've also said your dad received your trophy for Jersey. So what was that for you? What was that experience like for you?
With the film, it was because the guys were asking me, and I was shooting out of station. And then in general, I told them I can't make it. And I was getting calls again to, because this is very and they've sent me the votes. They've sent me the awards, the votes they got, and it was like a unanimous, like some 94% of the votes chose me. So they're all saying, and I also was feeling bad that I wish that was the first award which I was getting for Jesse. Later, a lot followed, but then I thought the film is about dad and son, right? It will be if dad was at in Hyderabad, so I asked him to go, pick it up, and then he was more than happy, and I'm sure he felt proud.
I'm sure he's a proud father as well, and Jesse is now going to be made in Hindi with
yes.
So Shravani has asked, any plans to collaborate with Samantha?
We already definitely something comes up, something exciting comes up, because we already did 2 films. Both the films are very special. So one is Eega, which is like an iconic film. Yes. Even though that half an hour love story track only we have in the film. And there's one more film, Yeto Vellipoyindhi Manasu, which is not such a big blockbuster box office hit, but it is a very, very special film for its own reason. There's a major fan following even till today for that film, where people just talk about those characters, those dialogues, those songs, and it's like one of those films where it just grows and grows on you over the years. So there's a solid expectation. If I'm going to collaborate with Sam, I want it to be the right one after this 2 films.
Sure. And that's what now another question, they want to want another love story from you.
Love story. Yeah. That's the thing. At one time, I was doing love stories. They didn't want a love story from me. Now I'm not doing love stories. They want a love story. So yeah, something very, very cute is going to coming their way. Actually, I haven't announced the project, and it's confirmed. It's the next one after my film Shyam Singh Roy, which I'm doing after Takdir, which I'm doing now. The film after that is going to be this.
Awesome. And one more person.
They'll be very happy to know about it. Yeah.
They will be happy, and they also want to know, what do you think about all your girl fans who say you are the perfect man?
I think they just like me too much with for whatever reason that they're being a little biased. I feel there's this Samantha in Telugu which says "Kaki Pilla Kaki Nindu," because they already like me for the roles I played or for who I am. I think everything looks good then. Once you start liking a person, everything you'll start liking. Yeah.
And in the South, I've also noticed stars like you have a demigod-like status. Fans really, really revere you. But sometimes does it get a bit too much, because they think your real and real life are the same? And sometimes,
thankfully, I'm not into like even my films. I don't do those kind of roles where I am like really talking like I am demigod. I'm the I'm the guy who I believed in more real stuff, and even the fans, even the well wishers who like me are not the ones who really look at me. They all love me as a family member. They all love me as their own. They don't they don't feel that I'm unreachable or I'm someone above them. They feel that I'm one of them, and I think I'm blessed that way. So that will never change, and I hope it won't.
So also, I'm just about to wrap up. They want to know your movie with Trivikaram or Sukumar sir.
I love both of them. If I want to like really entertain all of them, then I will pick Trivikram sir. And if I want to shock them with something they wouldn't have expected out of me, then I will go with Sukumar sir.
I'm sure both will happen. And they want to know any Tamil movie coming. They want to see you in a Tamil function.
I love I've grown up watching a lot of Tamil films. But my favorite director is Mani sir. My favorite actor is Kamal sir. So I'm really looking forward to something comes up. I will do definitely will do a bilingual. And also I dubbed after a long time I dubbed for Tamil.
Wow. And what motivates you? They all want to know because the lockdown has been trying for everyone. I'm sure for you as well. So what is that? Yeah. And also your career, you've seen your highs, you've seen your lows also. How do you keep yourself motivated? And, this is not an easy industry where you are.
Yeah. The cinema itself is a motivation for me. And the more content I'm sitting at home and seeing more content, and I'm feeling too motivated now. I don't want to sit at home anymore. Okay. And then there's this little one at home, my son, who is 3.5 years old, and it's a very cute age. And just before the lockdown, I spent 20 days in Rajahmundry shooting, and then 15 days in Palani. And every time I came back home, I used to feel like he learned something new. He changed a bit, and then I missed it. So this lockdown period was a blessing in disguise because I spent so much time with him. And yeah, I'm so glad and I'm so happy. Now it's time to get back to work and I'm ready.
True. And coming back to work, Bollywood, any plans to do a Hindi film or something? Anyone you want to collaborate with?
I watch a lot of Bollywood films and I'm a big fan of Raju Irani sir and so many directors, so many actors. I really like their work. I'm a big fan of Amir sir. And this is home. And I'm so happy with the kind of content I'm getting and kind of love and affection I'm getting. And so just for the sake of just making it big or bigger, I'm not going to go anywhere or shift anywhere because this is as big as it gets for me. Every single film for me is a Bahubali or maybe even bigger than that. So for me, I will not just, if something comes my way and if it's really beautiful, if it's something I really like, I'll definitely do it.
The good thing about OTT platform, the lockdown is everyone's consuming all cinema and content. Earlier, there was this demarcation, regional cinema versus Hindi cinema, while it's all Indian cinema. Do you feel this has also helped level out because people are consuming all sorts of content and everyone has now become a household name for the other?
Right. No, the lines are definitely blurred thanks to internet, thanks to social media, thanks to OTT platforms. And because I remember being an assistant editor and I wanted to watch Tamil films. I would have heard about some film, but I don't know how to watch it. If somebody's coming from a Chennai or Tamil Nadu, I used to ask them to get DVDs or CDs, something. Now today, if I see somewhere online that this film is good from Malayalam, I just take my remote and switch on the TV and watch the film. So definitely the lines are being blurred, and I think in future it will not be about it'll be about the content. If you want to reach out to the other language people or we watching any film on online also, it'll be about content. It'll be about word of mouth, and I think that's going to take the front seat.
Thank you so much.
It already does. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Nani. Now, V is for Vendetta, Vigilante, victory for you, 25th film. So what is V for you?
What is V for me? V is a film which is very special because we are all coming together again. Mohan sir, me, PG Vinda, all of us worked on my first film. And what V stands in the film, I think you have to wait just 3 more days to go. Yeah.
Looking forward to that. Thank you very much. And here's wishing you all the best for the next 25.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.